very clever strategies going on, and as we head into the grid, you can see that it's actually one of the championship leaders, Mika Perez, who is on pole position. Mika played a very good strategy in conserving his tyres before proceeding to break last year's his own lap record and yeah, set pole position in great style. Javi Orellana was the race winner last year, also has the fastest race lap, but what was your view of the pole?
It's been like every single race in the EC, you know, it's the same tire than you are going on the race, and you need to think, you know, about of conserve the tire or like make 20 laps. And I think Mika has been the cleverest one, and like you can see, he's ready for race.
Yeah, I think Mika is feeling very confident. Yeah, he's had an unlucky season last year. I don't think he had the result in the EJC expected, but for sure this year he's planning to take it to Hannes Sommer. They're both level in the points at the moment. Dorian Leville crashed early in the weekend but came back strong to take second place, and as Javi mentioned earlier, the top four really we expect to make a break and have a battle. So
definitely the weather condition helped quite a lot, because we have seen some riders going down to the 38 high, so above 38.5 several times. So especially in the qualifying session, the temperature of the asphalt was getting a little bit warmer, the conditions were really good, not too hot, so the condition of the rider, the physical strain of the rider was not too stressful, and we have seen some really nice laps, somebody trying to have a pace that was pretty quick, so we really hope to see a nice battle in the front.
Yes, I think so. And a quick mention for all our friends in New Zealand and in Asia through Fox Asia and Sky Sports New Zealand. Evelyn Biddle doing a great job as the reigning Women's Cup champion. She's in 16th at the moment, but she'll be looking to get into the top 10. She has said herself it wasn't her best track up to now, but I think she's got into the rhythm, so we look forward to seeing a good top strong finish from Evelyn.
I hope this year is not it's a normal race, because last year in the Krone Cups got a big crash. I think 5 riders go down, and I was like safe, but it was a difficult race last year.
Yes, it's first left-hander in Kraners is quite an infamous corner because the tyre is still relatively cold. It drops away, and there have been a few more initiates to the Kraner Club this weekend. Glad to say everybody safely through, though. Full grid. We're missing one rider, Charlie Oakland. Unfortunately couldn't make it, and we hope she'll be back with us for Misano. But otherwise, everyone's ready for action.
Yeah, and mentioning that first left corner, you actually, we spoke about that yesterday during the briefing, and we saw Alfonso Coppola going down after 2 laps during the free practice 2 because of the temperature of his rear tire. So he was trying to follow the fastest riders that were pushing since the beginning, but like you said, it's the first left, so you need to get a little bit of time to get ready to push.
Yeah, well, fingers crossed everybody makes it through the first corner safely. Yeah. As we line up now, Mika Perez on pole position takes his position. Everybody checks the bikes, final preparations.
We have seen a lot of good starts in the previous races. Riders seem to have a little bit more wisdom.
Yes, yes. So, begin round 3 of the European Junior Cup, sponsored by Will Sport.
Ready to go. Here we are.
Great start from Dorian. Dorian Leville, will he be able to take it into the first corner? Because Hannes Sommer, great move.
Chabuk is third position, great start for him.
Aaron Chabuk, yes, he was really strong all the way through. Unfortunately had a crash in qualifying, perhaps didn't reflect where he should have been, but it looks like he's made his way straight up there now.
Race second.
Yep. Everybody safe.
Very important.
Really nice.
Into the old hairpin, and yeah, it looks like Hannes' strategy is going to try and repeat it from Assen, which is push very hard. maintain the gap, and then hopefully be able to take the win from the front.
Yeah, we have the Grutola in 6, Garcia 8, Coppola in 9. Those guys are also the one that seem to have, and Luriero seem to have a nice pace.
So the distance pace for these riders is very good. All experienced riders, all coming from normally pretty high up in national level championships before they proceed to the Wheelsport European Junior Cup. And you know, I think that shows in the level. Oh, very hard move from Don Luriero. Giuseppe defends his position. It's one of these corners where we'll always see this type of.
Dorian Laville goes out.
Very bad mistake from Dorian. He's lost a lot of time there now. The question is whether De Grutola can actually capitalise on this and pass him. Oh, he's too busy defending. There's a real battle going on here. I think these 5 riders are all determined to not let the group get away at the front.
Well, the first 3 seems to be already opening a little bit of a gap, but we have again some fast riders in the second group that probably want to catch the first to stay in the 38.5, 38 low. Let's see now what the time will be.
Yeah, Hannes is it's difficult without having established that gap. He now has to ride quite defensively, and for sure Mika will be looking for any opportunity to pass him. Aaron, very brave move, very brave move. Let's see, can he hold it? Yes, into shots.
Nobody thinking Aaron Chabo will be there, but say I was there. He win the first race in Aragon. He's really strong this year.
He's really come strong. Aaron is one of Kenan Sofoğlu, the multiple Supersport champion, one of his proteges. Kenan has a number of riders participating in the EJC. They have a really strict training regime. They're very focused, and yeah, a lot of fast riders coming from Turkey. Well, fantastic move. Oh, very hard. Dangerous.
Gravel.
Goodness, that was yeah. Can Hannes regroup from this now?
Lucky that he cut that when nobody was passing by. There is still a little bit of gap between the first 2 and the 4th, 5th position. That is also seeing a really nice battle between the 5th and 6th and 7th.
It will be very interesting to see if race direction take any action there.
Yeah,
perhaps it was a mistake just over brakes, but it could have been a dangerous situation. So we'll wait and see race direction's view of this. At the moment, Harron looks very much like he wants to push and disappear. So we'll have to see whether Mika has the overall pace. Dorian Laville is coming back now.
It's the replay of the little bit mistake.
I think a combination. I think it was a.
Can't do anything at the moment. He'll go up the bike, go in the gravel, and after he can't do anything.
He broke really late to stay with
a big look there.
I don't think Harron forced him out. I think it's just a matter of a racing incident into the chicane.
First lap of the race for Dorian, who can catch the group now, and I think Sommer probably he will get the group again.
Yeah, the beauty of the racing with the one-make bike with the Honda CBR 650F is that they are all equal, and when there is a group together, you do have a slipstreaming opportunity. Abby?
Yes, all the bikes are completely same. There is no difference. Only the setting of the all-in suspensions, and it's really difficult to break down. Last year we break down Raymond and me, but about the crash, a lot of riders go down. But it's, I tell you, impossible to break down. No,
to break away. You mean? Yes, yeah. To establish a gap, because obviously. With the slipstream, they don't actually hit their top speed at Donington, the bike, so with the slipstream it's possible for everybody to catch up. And as you say, we now look like we're going to have a group of 5 riders at least, and if I check the times, Dorian Laville is still making progress.
Fastest lap record for Gracia.
Oh, number 52 crash, that's a shame.
Yeah, we
have Troy Bezuidenhout and Giuseppe De Grutola. Sorry to lose these guys. Hopefully everybody's okay after this.
I haven't seen him walking away, but it looks like just a slide. So it's good to know that everything is under control. Yeah, 95 is the Grutola.
So we still have Haran Kabush in. Oh no, Mika Perez is according to the splits. Haran Kabush is still leading. However, it really is becoming a full 5-way battle now.
Oh! Okay,
he's a big crash for Haran. I hope he's okay. Okay, poor Haran. We'll have to watch the replay to see exactly what happened there, but Mika, obviously taking advantage of the situation, will now try and stretch away from Dorian Leville.
And we see again Sommer closing. Another crash. It's the same rider. It's the same rider.
That's a very fast part of the
like
track.
collarbone can be.
Possibly. So as we move on, see at the front. Oh, sorry, another replay. It's again a racing incident, perhaps, but poor Haran. I hope he'll be okay. So we get back to the action.
Sommer's leading.
And Summer retakes the lead. That's quite exceptional after the mistake earlier to come back, and by the look of it, come back fast. So we have Summer from Leville, Perez, Gracia, Loureiro, Coppola. Then in the next group, Daniel Drayton, Ricky Bodas, Gabriel Nordia, Romain Le Carpentier, Merli. So 3 groups all together, all battling. Avalon Biddle is the top woman rider in 12th place. Not too far away, 2 seconds behind Le Carpentier, so perhaps a possible for a top 10. Emanuele, this is the time in the race, I imagine, where the physical fitness aspect starts to play. You're specialising in this. How do you think the guys are feeling now?
Correct. Well, the weather condition is not too harsh, so probably the laps are 11 in total. So probably they're not gonna suffer too much from dehydration or water loss or increasing of internal temperature, but definitely there is some gravel on the track.
A lot of gravel at the Fogarty S's, yes. I think that's from earlier when Hannes went across, but
definitely. And
he won't play any.
Particular aspect of this track is that there is from turn 2, 3, 4 until turn 7. That part is pretty quick, where you have to change direction and move the bike. And I was on a talk yesterday with Raffaele De Rosa with the Stock 1000, and he was mentioning how the upper body works a lot to move the bike from one side to the other. So probably the main difference in this race will be that the upper portion of the body will have an important part in maintaining speed and pace.
Sorry, may I just interrupt you there? I was just flashed to Daniel Drayton there, having a great battle and a great run for the top English rider in 7th place for Dan Drayton. Between this group and the next group, they've now stretched out at 7 seconds. However, there's still plenty of scope for the next group to score some big points, with Daniel leading that group. Abby, you're racing in the Supersport, World Supersport Championship this year in the European class. How have you found the step up physically from riding the 650 to the more powerful Supersport machine?
Tag from Perez, 2 position, sorry.
Yeah, it's quite different, no? This bike finally is like road bike, change a few things, but the Supersport is like a really race bike, a lot of horsepower, much weight. But I train, after my injuries, I train so much, and here I'm ready to race again. A few problems yesterday, but today we're going to start a bit in the back of the grid, but probably will be a good race, 20 laps, a few.
It's a good long race and a chance to recover some places. Just watching here, Hannes Summer now seems to have stretched out a 1.5 second lead. Mika also perhaps getting away, but a great battle going on here between Leville and one of the youngest riders, Paolo Gracia. Paolo was the surprise of the season last year. I believe he was only just 15 and he came 2nd overall. You had some good races with him.
Yeah, I remember. And now Hannes Sommer lap record. He's breaking away, but I think Mika Perez, he's in 5 laps to go. I think he's going to catch Sommer. Let's see how it
We see here Avalon Biddle.
12.
Great ride from her in 12th, having a really good race with Nikos Kostas and Mikael Carbonero. And the wild card, Corey McGreevy, young Irish rider, Northern Irish rider, from an Irish rider, shall I say. Corey's doing a great job. We spoke to him earlier. He said he was quite surprised at the level, but it's international racing. So, as I say, he's doing a very good job in 15th. Hopefully he can take some points home, ready before his debut in the British Superstock Championship, I believe, in Knockhill very shortly. So we see Hannes is breaking away for sure. Mika, it's going to be difficult, Javi, I think, to close this gap in 5 laps.
Yes, no, it's only 1 second in 5 laps. No one of them they got a slipstream. Can be possible. Let's see if Sommer don't make any mistake and Perez can catch. Now they will pass on finish line and see the lap times.
We have also a battle in the 3rd group.
Very interesting. So, excuse me for interrupting. Mika Perez now has to drop 3 positions, and I imagine that's a result of the incident with Harren Kabuk at McLean's. So, 3 position. He must drop this within 3 laps. He has to drop it, or it's disqualified. So, I think with that, Hannes Sommer has really got extended his lead. 3 positions will now put him. Will it put him behind, out of the group, or he'll still be within the group? So he has a possibility for a podium.
It's quite difficult to see the board is in the finish of the straight line, and it's quite difficult to see it. It's in a big yellow board, and hope he can see it and drop the position, because if not, it will be a
black flag.
Yeah.
And that will be the end of his championship. So
I think this is the result of the pass we just mentioned before, when he passed 2 riders in one action, but I think there was a yellow flag.
Okay,
yeah, there was a yellow flag. Really.
Investigation with Harren Kabuk incident. Then we'll see what happens. Doran Loureiro, number 20, having a great ride. He was unlucky at Assen, big crash, and wasn't allowed to ride due to a concussion. But he's really, one of the strongest riders in the championship, and hopefully have a great future. Having a look there, whether it'll compromise the exit. Let's see. Let's see if we can also see the board as Mika comes around, whether he realises the penalty, because the consequences could be very good.
Only 2 laps more. Let's see.
Well, now we have 1.1 gap between Sommer and Perez. That's the yellow board that Javi was mentioning before, and I don't know after 3 positions if this gap can be managed, but he's definitely fast. Javi's
this is the pass, well spotted.
Yeah, we can see the flag.
It's under a yellow, so no passing under yellows. It's very dangerous, so quite likely receives a penalty. Javi's just he's seen it, and he just set the fastest lap of the race, so it will be a bit disappointing, but he still has a possibility to fight for the 2nd place. That's pretty difficult to guess where to slot in, I guess, in this part of the track. And nicely done. So he's on the power. He's going to, I imagine, immediately try to fight back. In fact, he's. I guess that's a result of losing momentum.
Sommer.
Well, just to prove anything can and does happen in racing, Hannes Sommer, just been gifted a fairly substantial lead, has run off the track.
So now we have a new leader.
He's on the Copics.
It's incredible. Wow. And he's a long way off track, so it's a good save.
He saved it. Amazing. Yes.
Like Mika Kallio in the wet.
That's when the off-road training pays off, when you are used to slide and have a throttle control in really slippery condition.
Now what we have is an absolutely open race. All of these guys now have received a massive boost from seeing Sommer leave the track, because they all know they could win this race.
Mika, I think, is going to push really hard for get the championship leads. If he wins, probably he will get the leader.
Of course, at the moment where Hannes is positioned
in 6th.
He's in 6th place, so it's a substantial point gap. Can he come back? Let's see.
And Perez just passed 2nd, so we now have again. Oh, here it is. Move.
He's really
in the front. Yes.
He's pushing a lot.
Yes, and I believe that if he has the rhythm and there is no mistake, I think it's going to be really hard to catch. Now Sumer got his chance to stay in the front, and now there is kind of a gap. And the other riders are not easy to pass. We see Gracia fighting for the podium, for the third position right now. Yeah, in third position. And then we have...
Between the two Italians, they're great friends. They're in the same team, but I don't think there's going to be any love lost on track. Similarly, both the riders at the front, both very quiet, gentle guys away from the track, but we've seen plenty of hard moves from both of them in the past, so they know their business and they're not going to let this race go easily.
This is racing.
A big moment for Gracia there, pushed the front on the curb, but let's see if he can hold it together. And straight away, Lavia knows he can't let Mika get away, so a bit of a lunge move, block pass.
If he wants to win the race, he needs to do...
But it was cleanly passed through. Mika will probably attempt to give it back to Gerard. Let's see.
He go wide, Dorian. Wide. For last lap.
For the followers of the Southern Hemisphere, we have Connor London in 14th position right now, so point zone. Beadle is 16. She was in 12. Probably something let her drop the position, but still a big fight. There is a group of riders in the area with the same lap time, so it's going to be a really big battle.
Okay, so we're heading into another classic European Junior Cup powered by Honda. We're on the last lap now. Mika has really got his head down. I love his style. It's a bit unorthodox. He almost has his head on the ground, but it works.
Gracia second, fighting for the podium. There is a little bit of gap between the third and the fourth.
This is exactly what Mika needs now. If Gracia and Laville trip each other up, then Mika will go.
They are fighting too much, and Mika, I think, is going to go. Yeah. And now it's a big slipstream.
So let's see down the straight. It's a long straight. A good exit from Gracia is really on it here.
Melbourne hairpin.
Yep, I think it's gonna come down to the last couple of corners. Again, I can't remember how many races we've seen. Oh, move from Laville.
Yes.
Can he hold it? He's going to lose drive. Can Paolo come back?
It's going to be the race from Mika Perez, and the podium is going to be...
Two last corners.
Dorian, eh? See Dorian.
Dorian, very good on.
He's going wide, I think.
Paolo may even lose third here. Let's see. And Mika, if he can keep it calm. Come on, Mika, you can do this. Keep it calm.
Yeah, last corner now. Yes, Mika in the front. Paolo try to attack.
Dorian can be wide.
Oh, Dorian is wide.
Yeah.
Can he close? Oh!
Contact, staking.
Let's see. Can he hold it? Fantastic. Perez, Lavia, Gracia, Loureiro.
Coppola made the move on the last.
Coppola made the move.
Yes.
So, and Hannes Sumer comes back. He'll be bitterly disappointed with that, but he did a great job to recover the points.
Yeah, amazing work for him. Just one mistake.
Daniel Drayton, 7th place. Great
really
race.
good. He started 14th position. He finished 7th.
Really good race for the Englishman. So we have Drayton followed by Le Carpenter, Nordra, Bodis.
And Morley is a rookie, 11th position. Really well done.
Beadle is in the points.
For a rookie. Beadle 15 as well. Oh, big battle with Connor.
Yes, with Connor London, also from New Zealand. And yes, I don't know if they're arguing or congratulating each other. Let's see.
They were happy.
Another crash in the last lap from Caracostas.
Lots of grass. The famous Donington grass. I've got a great photograph of Facebook. Almost a full wedge of grass up an exhaust pipe. You can see Donington is very green, lots of rain, and it's pretty slippy when you get on the grass. So Mika will be ecstatic with that. He knows now that he'll have known that Hannes could not have come back into that group, and he'll have made a pretty substantial.
He make a good race after a bad look of passing the... Oh yeah, there's in the points, 11 points from Laville and 15 for Sommer.
That's it. If we look at the new championship standings, Mika is 61, and then he has 11 points over Laville, who 46, so another 15 from Sumer and Gracia. So pretty heavy, pretty substantial lead after 3 rounds for the European Junior Cup, considering how close it will be and is. So Paolo, all the young riders occasionally trying their wheelie skills, but I think a little bit more work there.
It's quite difficult to do a wheelie with this one.
We have a good friend who used to work with the Junior Cup, and he would argue that you can wheelie anything.
Kevin Manfredi, you know.
Yeah. It's fantastic race. I really enjoyed that. I was sorry to see Harron drop out of the picture. Hopefully both the crashed riders will be okay, or all the riders who crashed.
Again, a lot of events that saw the leading being different during the laps. Dropping position and mistake allowed a nice fight for the podium. Once again, we have also some rookies, some newcomer, beginner having a really nice position. We see
Dorian looks like he's hurt himself, whether he's had a peg or he possibly. I mean, when you almost had a big high side, that can snap back pretty fast through the pegs, can't it? So
remember, this is the first win, no, from Mika Perez in the Junior Cup.
Do you believe it is? Yes.
I think it's the first win for him. He is so happy.
Yeah, numerous podiums, but yeah, this year he's had 2 podiums consistently at 2 second places. But yeah, he seems.
Yeah, he's telling now in Spanish who he had seen the yellow marker.
I mean, to be honest, that's a really good result, considering to have had to drop 3 places. He's shown a real bit of class there to do this.
Like you mentioned before, he lost for just a little bit of momentum and the pace, so probably the exit speed didn't allow him to keep the 3 position, but he actually lost 4 position at that moment. But then he was really quick to come back and make the opportunity to
that's quite a substantial lead at the end for considering the class. A 0.7 lead. Again, really close though, 1.5 seconds. Around 1.5 seconds covering the top 4. So there's Paolo, young, very nice guy, isn't he? He's always smiling.
He's really happy. Yeah,
Mika will be very happy. He'll return to Altea tonight. 2 trophies, pole position, fastest lap in the race. Best lap, yes. Sorry, Javi, you lost that one. And the win, I mean, it's a perfect weekend for him.
38.4 is the best lap, and the pole was 38.2, so the pace was pretty high.
Yeah. So the riders head now to Parc Fermé, and then hopefully we'll switch to the podium soon for the trophies. So, Lely, you'll have a lot of data from this weekend for your research?
Yes. Thanks to the application of some.
Sorry, excuse me.
No problem.
Just to go through the championships round. So we have Mika Perez is now leading from Florian Levita, Paolo Gracia, Alfonso Coppola, Doran Loureiro. Oh, excuse me. These are the race final results. Doran Loureiro 5th, Hannah Suma 6th. Dan Drayton 7th, Roman Le Carpentier 8th, Gabriel Norder 9th, and Ricky Bodas finishing out the top 10.
So I was mentioning the fact that I'm using GPS to measure the speed of the riders on track, and through also the measurements of their body mass with full equipment, estimation of the forces acting on the riders can be calculated. So through the estimation of the forces, we can optimize the muscular strength training. So yes, it would be nice to see the data from the race. I had 2 riders with the GPS on for the race, and 2 were also for the previous sessions, qualifying and practice. So yeah, nice amount of data to optimize the training.
Javi, we've got the championship results now. So
Mika Perez in first after 3 races. He's been in the podium all the races. That is really good, and see if he can make it, and 3 Spanish in a row winning the European Junior Cup.
I was going to say it's a bit of a monopoly on the Spanish riders, but then that's pretty much throughout all the classes. The fast bike riders. But Italy can be happy today. Paolo did a great job. One of the youngest riders. In fact, both Mika's still 16, I believe. So both very young riders.
Avalon beat on the first women, so really again 25 points for her in the standings of the female championship.
Very happy Mika. Dorian,
he's going to the medical
straight
center,
to the medical. He did look. He's a tough guy. I know that, and he did look to be in real pain there. So I'm hoping it isn't anything too serious.
Sol is doing the trophies.
Yep. Miss Sol Alvarez, one of the managers at the European Junior Cup, presenting the trophies.
Congratulations to Avalon.
I do believe she lives just down the road from Mika, so they know each other quite well. Yeah, great ride by Avalon again. knowing Avalon, I think she will be disappointed not to have been further up. She now wants her goal is top 10 overall in the championship, but brought the bike home, had a great race, and at this level, anything in top 20 is respectable.
Definitely, and for sure will be interesting to see the chronological lap times, so we can see if she made the improvement that she was pointing at during the previous session, because she has some goals to improve some areas of the track. So from the lap times we can see if she reached her goals.
So again, another common occurrence, the Spanish national anthem at a motorcycle race, but a brilliant ride by Mika. He'll be really happy about this, because after, I believe this is third year now in the European Junior Cup, and he just gets stronger and stronger. Great rider, nice people, and I'm very happy for him.
Congratulations, was a really nice fight, and even pretty much clean. We saw some touching, some contact, but I can really see the maturity of these riders growing, making more wiser choices when they start. You know, the first corner we saw pretty clean lines. And that's really good. That's why this championship is designed to make future champions. So this is a great opportunity to grow and practice. And again, I'm seeing better and better competitions here.
Well, I think as the riders get together for the photos, I'd like to say thank you to Lely and to Javi. Thanks very much for joining us. It's been a great race.
Thank you, guys.
We'll update everybody on Facebook and Twitter as to Dorian Lavia. You can follow the Will Sport European Junior Cup on Facebook, Honda Pro Racing, and at EuropeanJuniorCup.com. So if you've enjoyed this, please come back and watch again.
We'll go to Misano next round 4 in 3 weeks, and see you all there.
Yeah, and good luck to Javi. He'll race in Supersport very soon. Here's the rerun of the race, so let's see. Big wheelie from Dorian. Hannes was the surprise here, I think. Really good, strong brake maneuver.
Wide group, everybody holding his position without not too much danger. That was the mistake.
Yeah, this is probably one of the most dangerous parts of the race. I'm very glad that everybody got through. And here you can see, I think, your view, the racing incident.
It's a racing incident, no?
It's unfortunate, but this is just the nature of one of these corners where you really do have to run out to get the drive. And yes, it was pretty tight as always down at the Melbourne Loop. Just waiting to see if we can see the point where Dorian, I think it was here with Dorian, perhaps.
I think it's there.
And then a fantastic, emphatic race win. And he's a happy guy.
It's nice also to see how they nicely congratulate each other. Really good. So yeah, Misano will be on.
There's nowhere to go once your first team folded. Yeah, bit of bad luck with that, but I know this one round was a good thing. I'm back at my back at Donington, but yeah, some ways it's a little bit rubbish. I know I can do it from, not right at the front, but somewhere near on the straight fight back at the last year. Jumping on an SV that I've never done before, and we sort of near back, so I think I'm just going to put it to the back of my head and I'm saying that you had this off over there at St. Point, on Friday. What do you need this pipeline, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. I did have a lot of confidence in Lugano after Lugano, but after this weekend of the season I could do a little bit more, so in between Donington and Lugano I've got a test, so yeah, it should be good for me, but every session, pretty practice 1, 2, 3, qualifying and warm-up, my fastest session's doing warm-up, so it's not like any other ride, everyone's gone slower and I'm the only one that's gone faster, so... Is that part of the fact that you're getting more familiar with the bike, you're getting those lines into now? Yeah, I'm implementing different changes and understanding which is good for me, which is bad, and the morning warm-up just made a change, there's no other rider that's going to do that much out. When you got that job, I don't think probably you've got to move this forward to the flicker on the quick shifter, which with a quick shifter you can just ignore the clutch, keep the foot on mail and go on down the gearbox. But this on the end of the button, you actually then got a flicker that actually revs it as well on the down shift, and that actually caught you out of it, didn't it? Yeah, obviously I'm not used to it. Obviously I've been told about it, but I didn't realise it was as severe as it was. So it's almost like people like Steve Evans are all just used to it. And places like the train, hit the brakes so go down the gear straight away, so I was doing it really smoothly, so I was going down the last gear, actually on the side of the tyre, so it blitzed and I just took the front, so told them to take it off, and I've learned to bike like the R6 just using the front. Maybe one day when I'm starting to go a bit quicker, the flip might be a good shout, but until I start getting in the top 10 I don't think it's necessary. You did not only 7 hours talking to you, so you're so impressed with the end of the goods about England. Yeah, the chest is unbelievable. It's definitely better than the R6, I have to say that. I think that is such an impressive motor. The R6 really was the Argentine machine to get you all your success. Yeah, definitely. And I think it was like after the first, second, three, like the first 3 laps, you know, second and third lap, it was just clearing and you know, doing like, it was good, and someone really something was last year, but it's, I think it's like 18 kilos heavier than the R6, and it feels 18 kilos lighter, so I think once I'm used to it, I can be somewhere where I was last year. Has it ever been a chance? Probably not, no. You don't have about the 3 cylinder ones, 3 cylinder, like 75 cc's more, but you want to into that. Really doesn't rank quite as high as the Honda or the Yamaha division for everything? Yeah, I think on the first bike last year, and also this year, I've been shifting at about 15.8, and on the MD, I'm shifting at about 14.5, so it's a good, just over 1,000 RPM lower, but yeah, it's got so much torque compared to the Yamaha. I think it's whatever you lose at the top end, you lose at the bottom, so. Working for you, you do all this to me, and stop doing it? No, it's 5 gears, so put in 6, cut down into a much straight. Yeah. How come you nicking the bit on the road, what red they call you, holding 4? Yeah, just fifth and back second. Let's go back to third forward. Second forward. Yeah, well, there's a decreasing rate this one then, isn't it? And then the running down the hill down to the front. The first time I spoke to you last year, that really just started with all what happened to you. Okay, you got nothing to be championship, on the world stage, third place here last year. Totally overshadowed that 6th place by you made, of course, and that's how you had a very good 7th place there. But it's swung full circle now, because you've only got safer, we've on the contrary, whereas this is just reversing what you did on here. Yeah. Well, just completely over so I've been very happy, completely second on the grid and out of the 6th, I was very happy with 6th, but difficult to losing third on the grid and I'm in 26th, but yeah, I'm happy for him. He deserves it. It's hardest he's ever tried this year. Obviously, he tried very hard and won it last year, but this year I think it's time to really feel the point, and I think soon enough he will do. I think in Aston he got really unlucky with the rain, and he's definitely getting podium in there. I think he definitely deserves podium. I think the picture's no screen, a serious clear trouble, and the 5 performances are not sure, which is part of hard in the team. A podium is definitely there. It's really a question of what colour is going to be. It's bronze, silver. A gold is a big art, so top of the is the man, isn't it? If you do top of, you know you've arrived and words to report. I said that to Lewis today. If the last corner was at the start of the track, I think it was a good win. But, you know, the top one where you've got these 2 air figures in the last bit of the sector is unbelievable. So, yeah, definitely today he's got a podium on the car, so he just knows he's got to get his finger out and say with it. Okay, well, we're changing up our call through Southern, it really is a possibility. We know there's an outlet to do the car, but we will be still tuning all the people that know about what you're capable of. Appreciate that if you are now back to square one, the only one on the ladder of a new bike, a new team, And I think there's a lot of other business models watching and you go things can only get better. Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I think there's something really good to do over there. I think that's right, there's a lot of making that believe. Before we go back to ball industry there, there's a character in one of the interbox boxes. You probably may well recognise the voice if I can just get him across. Young man, it is not paid to come in here. He's obviously free loading. Going to a party and sort of, you might just recognise the voice here. Question, good morning. Actually, I've got proper practice pass in my pocket. Oh, yeah, that's probably right. I was just about to sub in that card to get to security here. Funny thing I saw yesterday was the old Hopper where I used his car so he what's your name? How old are you now? 42 years old. Neil Hudson. Who would believe he'd be saying something like that? Might be bumping into people in his paddock. Yeah, I tell you, so we can get across all the time. That beard is one that sits alongside him. The man... You're resting a lot harder than me, I've got to say. There's no trees on it. What's wrong? that was just when Chris Carter left the system. Chris Carter was responsible for getting on the microphone. But Chris Carter Riley was chair here. And if you look at it, the old desk was here. And it got to the stage where Carter would send the little boy out to get a bucket of chips and a pint of milk and this and the other. They would come back and actually draw a line down the desk and it says Carter side, Clark side. And believe you me, if you can give your riding was I used to the in Chris Carter. And I'll tell you what I did because Chris obviously got me to work with him on the ITV when we first started doing those shows up there at Donington. And even the top of the monitor, there wasn't a flat space, it didn't have a case on it. All the monitors had case on it. And of course the sun would come up in that old second box and the sun would start to cook you and anything that was in it. I can't imagine what that would look like. But our runner used to come up with a result sheet because we didn't have such things as in those days, the digital side of things. But he'd come up with a result sheet, he'd stick his head up, he'd stick up back down our ladder again. And you what point is that not me, it's Carter. He's talking, he's doing it all tomorrow. You know what, I've seen the book, he's been on many shelves, I think. He could be had one on the shelf in the air to caravan, the other in the air to truck caravan, not one of that. The other day when I was in, I think it was in the jail or something, but I haven't read it yet, no. It's very interesting, yeah. And I forget what it's called now, Carter at Large. Carter at Large. Large Carter, yeah. But it's a series of, not just not a biography, it's a series of disconnected anecdotes, if you might put it that way. That's right. Yeah, and if you go back in time when